Ahoj, my vás zdravíme u dnešního videa, kterým není vlog, na který jste zvyklí, ale je tím speciál za 10 000 odběratelů, který jsme dosáhli, asi to bude teď tak 2 týdny zpátky, pokud se nepletu. Jestli jo, tak mě omluvte, ale ten čas tak strašně rychle letí, že si nejsem jistá. Každopádně vy, co nás vidíte poprvé, tak já jsem Katka, tady to je Paul. Máme česko-irskou rodinu žijící v Irsku. Další člen rodiny je náš Adámek, kterému teď bylo 20. dubna 2019 2 roky mu byly. Ten je momentálně v ložnici, kde si hraje, ale jsem si jistá, že tady za náma bude běhat, takže buďte připraveni na to, že součástí tohoto videa bude určitě i Adámek, nebude to úplně v klidu. Každopádně dnešní video je teda speciál a Paul v něm bude hodnotit život s Češkou a s Irkou. Takže myslím si, že se máte na co těšit a můžeme začít, nebudeme to prodlužovat. Takže já se Paula zeptám, jaký si myslí, že je rozdíl mezi českou ženou a irskou ženou. So Paul, what do you think? What is the difference in between Irish woman versus Czech woman?
Okay, look, first of all, it was a great question. There was a fella that asked this question a couple of videos ago, and then it came up as a nice suggestion. I believe...
Už je tady.
Hello, Adam.
Ahoj,
Ahoj. So, look, first things first. Say authenticál.
Pojď, ty řekneš ahoj. Ne. Tak ne. Take your coffee. And I think it's gonna very quickly rip off that paper. My tady máme papír, aby jsme jako měli nějaký trošku scénář a Adámkovi se to už moc líbí. A teď půjde na kameru určitě.
So first up, I believe that there's a lot of traits that a lot of women all across the world have in common. I believe that I could pick a couple of traits that are stereotypical to Czech women, and I can think of an Irish woman that matches that exactly. And I also believe that I could take a couple of stereotypical points of a Czech woman, and I guarantee you, people back home, back in the Czech Republic, looking at this will say, "I know, that's somebody I know that's walking down the street." That said, I do believe that from what I've seen, and this is just my opinion, that there are an awful lot of traits that are very specific to Czech women, in that they're a lot more visible, they're a lot more on the outside. All the other traits, they're definitely on the inside, but more, from my point of view, some traits are a lot more visible in Czech women. And there's also some traits that I believe that are kind of not as visible, they're almost absent from some Czech women, like, you know, as in, so it was a very good question. We had a good conversation about it.
Otázka, to byla super, byla to otázka, kterou nám položil jeden z našich odběratelů v rámci jiného videa a vlastně mně to přišlo jako super nápad pro video za 10 000 odběratelů a vám taky, protože prostě 98% z vás souhlasilo s tady tím jako s tady tou otázkou, aby Paul zhodnotil rozdíly mezi Češkou a Irkou, protože my spolu jsme, how long are we together?
You asked me this one already, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Was this 7 years? 6?
Yes, Paul, we will be 7. We are not 7 yet. Wait. Budeme spolu 7 let. No, nebyl si jistý. Budeme spolu, we're not sure. Budeme spolu 7 let, takže si myslím, že Paul už teď může zhodnotit, jako jaký je teda život s Češkou. A taky určitě bylo několik let jako s jinýma partnerkama, Irkama, takže má to srovnání se just that we are long enough together for you to
to experience
you know, to experience.
A Czech woman. Okay, so first off, money. Okay, mince. Okay. All right. Look, I feel that from what I've seen and from my experiences with Kat, that Czech women are a lot more frugal with how they spend their money, as in they're not as extravagant. I know a lot of Irish women that will say go on spending, splurges, spend the money before they have it. I've no doubt that there are some Czech women like that, but from what I've seen, there seems to be Czech women seem to be a lot more kind of money savvy up here as regards to how they hold on to money and how they plan with their money. I just, as a cultural difference, I believe that Irish women, like I said, they'd spend their week's wages on a pair of shoes. So,
oh yeah, they do.
Yeah, somewhat, definitely.
They would spend it all in Primark.
Yeah, I haven't seen that basically in the Czech Republic.
But I think one thing is that obviously we are not making as much money, or money are not coming every week into our wages like most of women here get. but also here I think the lifestyle is much more about shopping than in Czech Republic. You know, so girls are here more like they need everything what is.
It's like a social,
fashionable.
It's like a social thing. Like girls will go out shopping together.
Yeah,
it'd be a social thing. 100%.
Much more like. Okay, what else? Money.
Okay, let's go with independent or independence. Hey Adam. So this is probably like Adam here as well. Hang on, don't come up.
Oh, I just think maybe he wants to. Yeah, he can jump there.
You be in the background there. Okay, I think, and this is my opinion, that Czech women are a lot more confident in asserting themselves. Sometimes Irish women can be either, I think, meek almost sometimes, but I know it is changing over the years. But again, it could be just my experience with you, as in you travelled over to Ireland, you've been living based in a foreign country by yourself for a while as well. That takes a certain amount of confidence, so that's probably what Ave is saying as well.
Yeah.
I feel that I just feel that Irish women don't have the same amount of independence or confidence than Czech women when it comes to
this.
Yeah, in that type of thing. Yeah. As regards travel, and I think there's a lot more kind of multicultural or kind of more international nature to Czech women, because you're in the centre of Europe and you're kind of influenced by a lot more kind of nationalities, like with different roads. You can get a train anywhere you want into different countries. In Ireland we don't have that.
But so, you know what I think? Well, I think that Irish women, they do travel a lot as a group. As a group of girls, they do travel a lot for holidays abroad, which Czech girls, they wouldn't do it.
Yeah, but that to me, that's not a sign of confidence. You know, as in, like, I think to be percentage-wise, a lot more Czech women would travel independently than Irish women, and I think that shows a lot more confidence. Yeah.
Maybe it is just me, my experience, but since I am here, there's so many girls who are traveling together for holidays that I think it is really common here. Red ball, ano. A důko nech ten stojánek.
Honesty.
Upřímnost. Tak jak jsme my Česky upřímné? How are Czech women honest? How much?
I believe, look, does it again, it's a cultural difference. Irish people prefer to basically lie to you and say you're great as opposed to tell you the truth.
With smile.
Yeah, it took a while to get used to Kat and her honesty. I was like, oh, what? You know.
I was very rude. Já jsem byla ta, jakože...
Yeah, see, that's how possibly I would see it as being rudeness sometimes. But until you get used to it, you see that it's a cultural and a national trait.
Je taky Čech. Uděláš tuli? Tak, tuli, tak.
Now that said, I believe that Czech women, compared to the Dutch, I've seen the Dutch in action, they're a lot more honest. Yeah, a lot more. What you call rude? Yeah, no, they are borderline insulting, but it's that's. Again,
but this is not about Dutch.
No, but
Irish.
But
so do not bring that under, because it would be then we could start compare German and everything.
So look, I think honesty is a big thing with Czech women.
Like honesty.
Like, what do you think about that? Do you think you've worked for Irish women? So what do you think?
Yeah, I think they would not tell you the truth in the face.
Yeah.
They would be all like smiling.
Okay,
yeah, no problem. And then they go around the corner and they would be like, oh, fucking bitch.
Yeah, whereas Czech would say it to your face.
It depends. It depends on personality as well. You know,
of
course, in Czech Republic, some women are fake, so they're going to pretend they're your friend and they won't be. But here it is more like you're trying to be friend with everyone, you know. Which me, if I don't like somebody, I'm not going to talk to the person.
Yeah, no, definitely 100%. No, I think.
And the person will know that I don't like them. I don't mind.
Okay, so the next one is going to be, I think, a big thing for me. Well, not a big thing. A big difference will be kind of religion, because in Ireland, the majority of people, like 90% or 95%, are Catholic. And it was when I was growing up, it was a very strong kind of religious tradition and influence. I don't see that being the case in the Czech Republic. So I don't see that kind of Czech women. There are absolutely Czech women and Czech people in general. So there are some people that are religious.
Yeah, but very small percentage to compare to who we are. Like, I think we were said to be like one of the most like non-religious country in whole Europe.
I think
Baba, ano.
Now I think it's very important to say as well that I believe that Czech women are kind of a lot more spiritual as in they're a lot more in touch with nature. They have a stronger faith in something than I think Irish women do. Yeah, even though Irish women are kind of probably by and large a lot more kind of religious. Yeah, but less so over the years. I feel that kind of Czech women they have a stronger faith in something, whether it's nature or a belief in something, like, you know.
Yeah.
That seems to be a lot stronger in Czech women than in Irish women.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be religion or God, but they have faith in something.
Yeah. Okay.
The next one is fashion.
Moda.
Now this is where we have a disagreement. Yeah. Okay, my opinion is that Czech women would be a lot more fashionable. They would value fashion over comfort. Kat's opinion is?
Já si myslím, že my to máme tak, že ano, máme rádi módu, nebo rádi módu, ale musí být pro nás pohodlná. Teda já to beru ze svého pohledu, samozřejmě nemůžu mluvit pro holky, kterým je 15, 16, 17, tam je to o ničem jiném. I said I cannot speak for girls who are 15, 16, 17 because that's a different story. I would be as well, but I'm talking about my age group.
Yeah.
Z mého pohledu ženské, které mají tady kolem 30 roku, přes 30, tak jako Irky si oblečou na sebe věci, které já bych na sebe v životě nedala. Podle mě jako oni, já nevím, I think Irish girls, like women, would dress sometimes definitely very, like, how to say it nicely?
I don't know.
Like short tops and slutty, yeah.
Okay.
Jakože oni by si tady klidně na sebe dali jenom podprsenku a šli pařit ven a krátkou minisukni. Ne všechny, ale určitě jsou v tady tom daleko víc, mají lokty, že je jim to jedno, co si kdo o nich myslí, než jako my. Ale myslím si, že prostě vůbec nedbají na to, jestli je to pohodlné nebo ne. I don't think Irish girls do care about comfort because nights out definitely like.
Hear me out then, okay? The reason why I say this is like definitely from what I see from where I grew up in Dublin, there was this kind of fashion thing for Irish women where they've prioritised comfort over everything. Yeah, so I'm talking about like they'd be wearing double pajamas to school, they'd be wearing dressing gowns out in the street, they'd be wearing tracksuits all over the place. I have not seen that in the Czech Republic.
Yeah, well, this is different.
But that's what I meant.
Okay, this is different. Not every Irish woman is like this as well.
No,
yeah.
But I'm not talking about every Irish woman, and I made that clear at the start.
Yeah. Je to pravda, že prostě Irky si na sebe dají tepláky, mikinu. A jako protože je jim to příjemné, že jo, a jim jedno, že vypadají prostě jak v pytli brambor. Což v Česku jsem neviděla, že by holky si dali na sebe prostě tepláky, a to jsou tepláky jako fakt hrozné tepláky, jo, že máte prostě zadek až tam dole. What else? Oh,
so
yeah.
I think from what I've seen, like Czech women, every time they go out the door, they're a lot more kind of conscious of fashion and looking well than Irish women.
I think Czech girls do take care of themselves more. I don't think that they prioritize something. I think that they think more about, am I put together?
As a complete unit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which here, unless it's night out, you would not recognize sometimes girls.
Yeah. I'll touch on makeup after, yeah. But I feel that you have a certain point there that Irish women would wear something that's fashionable, whether it suits them or not, because it's fashionable. Yeah, fair enough. Czech women wouldn't do that. They'd be more kind of
outdoorsy, I think.
Aware of their body shape, what they're doing, all that type of stuff.
Yeah, definitely.
But I still feel that they prioritise fashion over comfort compared to what I've seen in Irish women.
Well, I think that we just have more sense for what suits our body types.
Okay.
Which Irish girls don't really care. They're like, this is fashionable, I like it, I'm gonna wear it. And they don't care that it doesn't fit them properly.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay.
I think it's more, so in this they're definitely more confident.
Yeah.
Because they do, it's again like confidence, but it is, like they do wear whatever they want to wear, what makes them feel like, oh, I'm fashionable, or I do feel well, and they do wear it anyway, even though it doesn't fit them.
Okay. No, that is true. Yeah.
And Czech girls would be much more shy, they would be like, oh my god, what everybody is going to think about me. I cannot wear this is too tight, I have big arse in it, or my boobs are too much revealing. You know, they definitely wouldn't. I'm not saying that all, but this is like...
No, that's true, but again, I still feel that maybe because of that, that Czech women appear to me to be a lot more fashionable than that to prioritise fashion over comfort.
Okay.
Will we agree to disagree? What do you think?
Co si myslíte vy, jako...
Vy,
co jste byli v Irsku, you who were in Ireland. Jakože samozřejmě, že je tady ten rozdíl toho, když přijedu do Česka, tak nevidím kolem ženské chodit v teplákách do města a jakoby tak se o sebe víc starají mi přijde. Ale nevím, no. We touched the night out, so you should also say, because this is as well the fashion, like.
I did. I agreed with you when you said that Irish women will wear things because they're fashionable, even if it doesn't suit them.
Yeah. Protože třeba večer...
This is back to honesty, where Irish people kind of go around things like and still touch on the point
večer třeba, když jsou tady
say it.
Vy diskotéky, tak Irky by nikdy nešli...
Diskotéky.
Irky by nikdy nešli na diskotéku. Stop, so party then. Irky by nešli... Stop. Irky by nešli prostě na party, podle mě v riflích a v teniskách. Tady každá musí mít na sobě mini sukni nebo mini šaty a co nejvíc ukazovat prsa, mít přinejmenším takovéto podpatky a to jakože... Oni vypadají tak, jak když se podíváte na americké, já nevím, Jennifer Lopez, když má písničku a jsou ty tanečnice, tak se oni oblíkají na party. I say that Irish girls do dress as what they see in MTV.
Yes, yeah.
That style they do wear for nights out, which Czech girl would never wear.
Where their fits on up.
Yeah. Never. You would never see this really.
No, you're right. You're right. 100%.
Takže to...
So we close this one off then.
Okay, we'll close it, but we
don't
agree.
We're going to revisit this, I believe, yeah?
We don't agree at this. Whatever. Tak jsme teďka trošku tady víc na světle, protože jsme zašlo sluníčko a rozevřeli jsme závěsy, takže proto ta změna. Další, co budeme probírat, je...
Education.
Education.
She's very intelligent.
Oh, we just stop this sound like I'm an idiot.
No, look, I believe that I believe that Czech women are a lot more kind of classically educated. For example, you're very good at music, and I believe that's the education system. In Ireland,
but that's because I was in music school. Not every woman in Czech Republic would be attending music school.
But again, I'm talking about generalizations, and I'm talking about what I see. Yeah, for example, when we walk through the towns close to where your parents live, there's the music school there.
Oh yeah, this is
you see a lot more kind of girls with musical instruments, are a lot more kind of musically trained, have a good ear for music, a good eye for arts, all that type of stuff. Okay. And that's what I mean. Like you're a lot more classically trained. Yeah. I also feel as well, obviously because you're in the centre of Europe, that your language skills are a hell of a lot better. So like you would understand a lot more languages than Irish.
It's
people.
because we have to. Because if we don't.
But that's what I mean.
No, because you don't have to. You have English as a first language.
But that's what I mean. But it's a trait. It is a trait, and it is a form of education. That Czech women speak a lot more languages and they're a lot more kind of international and multinational than Irish women and Irish men in general, Irish people in general. They just speak English. Very few people speak Irish, and when we go abroad, when some Irish people, when they want to be understood, or men and women, when they want to be understood abroad, all they do is just shout louder in English, you know. So I mean, like, there's definitely that there, and I think that.
But it's there because it must be there.
Yeah, but it's still a trait. It must be there, absolutely. But it's a trait. Yeah, and it is a difference between Irish and Czech women, which is what this video is about.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, alright, so you just want to disagree with me.
Yeah, because, like, you know, our language is obviously only for Czech Republic, you know, so we cannot survive with that if we want to step out.
Ireland can survive with one single language, which predominantly is English, because we are an island. Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, I'm thinking as because you speak different languages, you think to speak a different language as well as that, you need to think in a different way. And I think it's just an example of the education, I believe, of Czech women that's slightly different. Yeah, so Irish women may be a lot more kind of I don't know, maybe what I'm saying is kind of more technically based. We have a more technical kind of education. I think, I don't know. but I feel that the Czech education system as a whole is a lot more kind of classically based, as in there's a lot more emphasis on music and the arts and the ability to do that than there is in Ireland.
Yeah, we say, well, that there is too much stuff actually taught at schools.
Maybe.
That kids are surrounded by so many stuff that they don't actually have to know necessarily, and that in Ireland you actually learn just what you need for your future.
Yeah,
you know.
There's another thing.
So there's definitely pluses and minuses of this.
Yeah.
You know, that we might think that, well, why am I learning this? But then you are actually shocked when you are talking to somebody else in Ireland that they don't know that, and you're like, well, we are in Europe, you should know.
Well, I think that's going to be my next follow-up point, that the qualifications and the skills that Czech women have as a result of their education, they're a lot more confident in them. Like your education, you're confident. You know what you know, and you know that you know it. Whereas in Ireland, I know for a fact people are going to college, they're getting degrees, and they still don't know what to do. And I don't see that between yourself and Eva. You're a lot more confident in your skills and they're a lot more confident in your education.
Protože já si myslím, že to má třeba pravdu. V Irsku, když si uděláte školu, tak většinou jako neslyšela jsem tady o nikom, kdo by neudělal školu, jo? Protože ta škola se tady platí, takže většinou všichni udělají ten titul, ale potom prostě, tak jak mi teď nedávno Eva říkala, tak za tím jejím zaměstnavatelem, který je teda na vozíčku, přišla zdravotní sestra a ona se ho ptá, co teda mu má udělat místo toho, aby tam přišla a věděla, řekla tak, teď budeme fačovat nohy, teď budeme dělat to, tak ona se ho zeptá, prostě, co potřebuješ, abych udělala. I'm just saying that recently Eva said to me that she went to her employer and you know, he has nurses coming there, and she actually have to tell him if he is joking about how uneducated are those nurses.
Confidence, the confidence in the qualifications,
definitely.
So we agreed on this one.
But the thing is that our education, if you are here as a foreigner, is not good enough for Irish. They would be like, oh, this is not equivalent, you have to have this.
They don't
in
recognize
Ireland.
it.
They don't recognize it, so it's like very frustrating for us. As I know that I would never be able to work in office here unless I have friends in office. Because
I hear that's
my
true.
education wouldn't be recognized. So that is frustrating. That
Even though your education is as good, and it's not just that, you're a lot more competent in as a result of that education than a lot of Irish people will be as a result of a similar education. So or similar qualification. Social interaction on a night out.
On a night out, okay.
Okay, so this is different because
everybody's different, obviously.
Okay.
Depends on person as well.
Okay, this is touchy, Aussie. Okay, I feel that Czech women, although a lot more independent in general when it comes to nights out, they be as in socially and so on. They're not as vocal or outgoing or extrovert, probably be the right word, as Irish women. Irish women, if you go out into say one of the pubs on a night out, they're a lot more vocal. So there's a lot more.
You would hear there is Irish women in a pub.
Yes.
Because they would be all laughing and shouting at each other and kind of like, it seems to me like they want to catch attention of guys, or whoever is in there.
Yeah. Whereas Czech women would be a lot more kind of not subdued, but they'd be more normal, like as in they'd be more like as they would be on a normal day. As in, so there's not like two different personalities, like, so it's consistent daytime and nighttime. Whereas I feel that with Irish women, when they go out,
they go mad.
Yeah, you might get a really quiet Irish woman, and then you go out for a drink or something,
and you don't recognize her.
Yeah, go on.
That's what I mean. Like some girls at work.
It's gonna be good.
Some girls at work, I couldn't recognize that's them.
Yeah.
Not even the looks, but also the way they behave.
They're like
the way they drink. You should touch this because I think that Irish girls do drink a lot.
Yeah, no, here Irish girls do drink a lot when they're out. That said, I believe that there was a survey done this week, and I actually reckoned that Czech women drank a lot more per unit of alcohol per woman than Irish women, and that was among European, all European countries. That said, I believe that Czech women can handle their alcohol a lot better than Irish women. I think a lot.
I think they do count beer into it because we are the most drinking.
Yeah, well, I think
it's
just alcohol.
Beer,
it's alcohol across
you
it.
know.
Yeah, the more that.
So then sure, there is more beer.
So I feel that like there's a big binge drinking culture in Ireland. That's just for men and women. But in context of this video, it's one of the distinctive things between Czech and Irish women. I feel like Irish women would be a lot more into kind of binge drinking and going out, whereas Czech women would kind of stagger their drinking throughout the week or so.
Yeah, but if we go out, we never get so drunk like Irish girls. Never. Prostě upřímně, já jsem v životě neviděla Češky, že by byly tak ožralé pod obraz, jak jsou Irky, které prostě jdou ven a sbírají je tam chlapi ze země, nebo se sbírají navzájem, a to doslova. I never seen Czech girls lying on the footpaths being picked up by guys.
It's great, it's mayhem.
A přitom jakože oni tam jdou vystrojené, jak kdyby šli kolikrát na ples nebo na svatbu, a to vůbec nekoresponduje s tím, jak se chovají. I say they dress themselves and make themselves up like they are, you know, going somewhere.
She didn't finish talking. Go on.
I said that Irish girls, they do
trait.
dress themselves up.
Czech women never finish talking. Go on.
They do dress themselves up, yeah. Like they are going somewhere, like theater, let's say. Not always, you know, but they do, and then they are lying there on the ground being pissed.
Yeah, okay, you made your point, it's okay.
Prostě v životě jsem neviděla Češky tak sežrané. And they're not ashamed, we would be ashamed of it. And they do post it next day on Facebook and Instagram, their videos, how pissed they were.
So there is a thing in Ireland where, like, binge drinking, where people drink to get drunk. And that is the case for them as well.
Well, that's why you drink, isn't it? That you get drunk.
No, I think Czech women have a different attitude to alcohol. As regards they drink as a means of social interaction, or like it's a social thing.
Yeah.
Whereas Irish women, when they go out, some of them do drink to get drunk, and I have seen
that. Oh well, I've seen it as well.
Adam, don't be touching it. Next one I think is hospitality, and I think it's down to honesty as well. I believe that, like, every time you've gone into a Czech house, like there's food out, there's drink out, there's a different kind of standard of hospitality than there is in Ireland, and because there's always a woman of the houses that we go into, I associate that with a trait of a Czech woman, that they're a lot more kind of hospitable. Whereas in Ireland, sometimes a cup of tea might be the normal, but you wouldn't get the same kind of level of treatment. You feel like
you wouldn't get like homemade stuff.
No, like
you would get like chips thrown in the middle of table,
or biscuits or something like that.
Or biscuits.
Yeah, it's not the same. It's not the same. Like sometimes you go into Czech houses, like when your mum puts on a spread, or when your aunt puts stuff out, you feel like a movie star when you're going into the place. You do, like, but it's hospitality at its best. And I think that's a trait of Czech women, in that the diligence as regards looking after guests is a lot more, is definitely a lot more present in Czech women. And I think it's kind of honesty as well. Like when, like, I don't know, like
definitely it is that Czech women would not, if they would like throw everything what is already prepared and they just would throw it into the oven and they would serve it, they would be ashamed.
Yeah.
You know, because it doesn't take much time to make a spread and put it on roll or baguette.
Yeah.
You know,
it's a simple thing.
Things.
It's a simple thing that I just see it as being distinctive for Czech women. I think related to this, and we touched on it, is that there's a greater pride in home cooking in the Czech Republic than there is in Ireland.
I must say that.
In Ireland, it's a cultural thing, but definitely for women, they'd be a lot more okay with getting a takeout.
Well, I would say more men would be okay, because men are used to it.
Men and women, yeah. Definitely Irish men and women will be more used to it, but this is about the difference between Czech and Irish women,
yeah.
Okay.
But women have to do it kind of in Czech Republic as well, not because they love cooking every day, because men would be like, fuck off, I'm not eating this shit like every day, like chips. You know,
okay, very fair enough. Yeah.
Men would demand to have proper food.
Okay, but maybe because of that, then there's a greater pride in home cooking. But that's all. That's what I see. Like, as regards, there's definitely, like, between you cooking preparing stuff yourself, and Ava as well doing this and all that stuff. There's definitely greater pride in home cooking and what you can create at home with food compared to Ireland. It seems like in the Czech Republic, again you touched on it, it's almost shameful to get a takeaway. In Ireland, that's definitely not the case, you know.
No.
So and it's a lot healthier basically in the Czech Republic. Yeah, that's it. I think that's down to hospitality as well. I think they're linked between the hospitality and the pride in home cooking. Like I think it is distinctive, and it is a difference between Czech and Irish women. I've no doubt that other women in other nationalities have the same pride in home cooking, but it's a distinctive difference between Irish and Czech women.
No, what do you have after?
So next one is pride.
What is that? Pride?
Pride, yeah, you know, like
I'm proud. That's what it is.
Yeah, okay, right. I think on an individual basis, I think Czech women are kind of a small bit more proud, or they're visibly more proud than Irish women.
Yeah.
And I think that's got to do with cultural thing, with religious history and so on. Like, you know, for like you know, the way Ireland years ago, like it was very heavily Catholic, and it was nearly illegal to be a woman. Like, you know, so I think it's based on a cultural thing like that as well. But definitely, I feel that on an individual level, Czech women are a lot more proud. I think on a national level, I feel that like from like reading the comments on your YouTube videos, I don't think as a whole you are as proud in the Czech country as Czech women are kind of proud of themselves, and I don't think that's the case in Ireland. I think it's the opposite basically in Ireland. I think Irish women will be kind of less likely to complain about the country and the services like that compared to Czech women, and it's down to honesty as well. Everything's interlinked, but that'd be one thing I feel like as regards to there's a slight subtle difference in pride that I can see as regards to individual Czech women like yourself walking around compared to individual Irish women.
Yeah. He doesn't really get this what you said at all.
Okay. So you don't understand.
I said it.
Okay.
I'm gonna put subtitles.
Oh, okay.
Because I don't get it. You said in the comments they do what?
As in, they're more critical, basically, of the Czech, like
things like
Czech healthcare system, Czech education, Czech country, blah blah blah.
Which Irish women would be like proud of it.
No, they wouldn't be proud, but they'd be less likely to criticise.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And that to me is like and it kind of translates overall into kind of not so much having more pride in the country, but just having less criticism for the country.
Yeah.
So
but we are as a Czechs very critical, and we are. It's well known.
I feel like
it's well known that we are not proud of our country.
Yeah.
Like that, we always find something is wrong there.
Yeah.
Instead of finding like things which are really worth, and that that we do have things which other countries don't, and we should be proud of it, and 100%. We are not.
Yeah.
We are complaining what else we don't have, instead of being like, oh look, we have this.
Yeah, no, that is something I've seen. You explained a lot better. Yeah. You explained a lot better than I could.
Yeah.
Okay. She's good at English. Back to education. Yeah. Okay, so next one is physical activity. Okay. Okay, so physical activity. I feel that Czech women overall are a lot more, because they're a lot more in touch with nature and in the outdoors, and you have the facilities and the weather for it. They're a lot more physically active than Irish women. Now there are extremes there, like you have like Irish marathon runners and all that type of stuff. Definitely. But as a whole, as a generalisation, which is what this is about, I feel that Czech women are a lot more kind of active in the outdoors than Irish women. Like even you and I, like we like our trips. We like going up to the hills.
Hiking.
And just cycling. Like even when I'm going out for a run at the back of your village, I always see women out there walking, just being out there, just being active, and it's even just being out in the fresh air. It's definitely a trait that I see that's more distinct.
Also, they go much more out like with kids, I think.
Yeah,
you know,
definitely.
that you see
in the playgrounds,
they are going to cycle with kids there. Yeah. I know that we do have better, how to say it?
Weather.
Not only weather, but we do have better roads for cycling.
But it's safer. It's safer.
Yeah, it's safer.
Yeah.
But I never.
But there is things in order to do, but people don't do. Like we do.
But I never experienced to go out at 1 o'clock and seeing like Irish women going out of the door in bathing robe and they are half asleep still.
Yeah.
This is like for us like, oh my god, like 1 o'clock and she's still, you know, I mean, they're so,
Yeah.
I think it's better as well. It makes you tired, sure, but they are much more,
It's just healthy. It's just
they're just not active.
Healthier
They
way of
just
life. Yeah.
prefer, I think, to kind of relax and sleep until 12 and kids will play at home.
Adam.
Because I can see it on playgrounds.
He's laughing.
Adam, ty potvoro, jedině. Takže jako určitě si myslím, I think definitely that Czech girls are much more outdoorsy.
Yes.
Because if I ask at work, I never heard from Irish family or like girls there being like, oh, we went for a trip there and there, and I like it there, I can recommend you to go there.
Yeah.
Never. I can hear which pub is the best, which bar is the cheapest drink free for, where is the great music, but I never hear, look,
you
we
just,
went
you
there.
just summed up a couple of those points in one sentence,
Yeah.
Yeah, you did, like from like physical activity to prior to being outdoors, everything else, like, you know. Yeah.
So that's like what I see how good.
That's
Again,
good.
down
That's
to
good.
education, huh?
Or confidence, confidence in your qualifications. Okay, so the next one is tradition. What do you feel about traditions, Adam?
Nah.
I believe that Czech women are a lot more traditional than, as in they're a lot more aware of their traditions than Irish women. I feel that, like, and I think that's a social thing as well, as in there's probably a lot more traditions in the Czech Republic than there is in Ireland. I think that's definitely, for me, it's definitely true. But everything from the national dress, from what we've seen at Easter, all that stuff, like women are a lot more involved in the traditions, a lot more aware of the traditions, like the
to decorate house.
Yeah, all that stuff, like, you know, it's
decorate like in front of the entrance of the house.
For the season, for what's happening for the event. Like things like that. I feel that Czech women are a lot more kind of aware of their traditions and their heritage like that than Irish women.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. And again, it adds to the vibe when you walk into a house with the hospitality and so on. I feel so important. This is one of my pet hates, about Irish women, and it is makeup. You can go out on a night out or even a normal day, I get the train into work every morning and you see women and they are literally just plastering on makeup. They are unrecognisable from when they get on the train from when they get off the train.
And they are putting makeup in the train.
Yeah, on the train. Yeah,
on the train. Which Czech woman would never do this.
Yeah, they're taking up the table with their little mirrors or little pads or whatever. I don't know what you use, but all that stuff. Yeah, and I swear to God, it's like a time lapse. Like a time lapse is like a special effect or something like that, you know. And it's just fake. I hate it, you know.
It's again down to, I say, how they love their sleep. They will stay in bed longer instead of waking up earlier, put themselves together and go.
I don't.
It's again
No, that's not the point I'm making. The point I'm making is the amount of makeup that they put on.
I know, but you know that again they are like more comfortable to sleep long.
I don't think it's anything got to do with sleeping either.
No.
So I disagree with that. I believe that's just got my pet hate with Irish women compared to Czech women is the amount of makeup, and an example of that would be fake tan. Yeah.
Oh my God, I hate fake tan.
Never once have I seen an umpa lumpa in the Czech Republic.
What's umpa lumpa? We don't use this.
Do you know?
No.
Did you ever see the film Charlie and the Chocolate Factory?
I didn't, but I think somebody could.
Okay, right. There's these characters from this children's fairy tale film, and they're called Umpa Lumpas, and they are orange. They are orange, yeah.
So Irish girls, they look like they are dirty because they have hands.
Some do, and their palm, their hand is white, and it's crazy, like,
and you know, it's not.
It's horrific. It's horrific, and I hate it. But it's a trait. It's a trait of Irish women that they love. Some of them love the fake tan. A lot of them actually, compared to Czech women, I haven't seen a dodgy fake tan job in the Czech Republic so far.
No.
I'm sure they're out there. 100% that they're out there, but
definitely
I haven't seen it compared to Ireland.
No. Like here, girls have to wear fake tan even when they go to work because they feel so pale. So they are putting this stuff, but they don't look like, I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, I mean,
it makes them dirty. It looks dirty.
Yeah, like before, say if they're going before to a wedding or something like that, the whole lot of them would take the day off work the day before to get that fake tan done.
Yeah.
It's that bad. And then after that morning, they're just plastering on the makeup. It is just fake.
Yeah, like fake lashes. They are big here into fake lashes.
Yeah.
A lot of like makeup, eye makeup, whole like face is like plastered. And I wouldn't recognize some girls when I seen them from work on the pictures.
Yeah.
And then like I would be shocked you want to say it's the same girl because I would never recognize. They look so different, like so different.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, no, definitely, and it's one of the things. I just think it's a compliment to Czech women that not so much. Now, I'm not saying that that they don't need makeup or that they're more beautiful or anything else. There are some very beautiful Irish women that just wear too much makeup. And it's a trick.
Yeah.
And it's, I
do you know what they say? They say that the Czech girls are the most beautiful in the world, and that's what really they do say.
Are we going to end on this one, are we? Okay. Truth is, they are beautiful. They have this sexiness. They have this kind of what I want to describe as an X factor. Yeah, when you're walking through the crowd. It is like you have something that they have that you just can't describe, but you know it's there. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So that's
I don't know. I'm a girl.
Yeah. So that's what I mean. This kind of sexiness or sassiness and this confidence, and there's all these traits that are described as all rolled into one woman walking through Prague. Just thinking, yeah, beautiful. Are they the most beautiful women in the world I've seen so far? As a nation or a race, no, I don't think so. I'll be honest with you, Sarajevo, Bosnia, yeah. When you walk down there in the summer or something like that, it's like a catwalk.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's and saying that, like, I'm sure once they hit 50, then they're downhill. But up to a certain age, they are
like beautiful.
Yeah, really, really beautiful.
Yeah.
I have to say, like, it is. From what I've seen in Bosnia, they're absolutely beautiful. So look, as a
depends
nation,
also on preference,
on taste and everything else. Like,
you know.
I mean, like, when you go to different cultures, have different ideas of beauty. Like in Beirut and Lebanon, actually, believe it or not, there's a high kind of they like an awful lot of plastic surgery. Yeah, and you can actually, you wouldn't think of it because the place has been blown to hell and all that, but they love their plastic surgery and all that. And I've seen that it's some of the women are so fake. I don't think they decompose in the grave. I think they need to be recycled or they're buried. Like, you know. But when you get there, you'll see it's just fake. It's obviously fake, but that's their culture. Yeah. But for my preference and so on, Czech women are absolutely beautiful. They have they have, like I said, this X factor, which is all these traits combined into one, and that's why I'm attracted to you. Yeah. That's why I have no problem living in the Czech Republic and so on. I think
because of beautiful women, he has no problem to live in Czech Republic. Thanks, that's great.
I never said beautiful. I said because.
So I'm going to move there with you and not be afraid for the rest of my life.
I said because of you. I said because of you and all those traits are all rolled into one.
Alright. That's better because it sounded like because of those beautiful women, I have no problem to check it.
Rewind it, and say because of all those traits combined into one, like it's everything. Like, and there is an X factor there with Czech women. In saying that, there is a certain kind of vibe to Irish women as well, where like, a little bit more bubbly, a little bit more kind of sharp and edgy. So it just depends. But yes, there is an X factor to Czech women, and yes, I like it.
So overall, I don't know what to say else. I think it's not. I think all women are same in one way.
Yeah.
You know.
All crazy. Yeah.
All crazy. All like, okay, what do you want? Leave me alone. No, not tonight. It doesn't matter what nationality are you.
Yeah, look. Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Oh, like I said, the things I described there, like they can be applied to any woman, but some I feel they're a lot more visible in Czech women than in Irish women. Irish women have some traits that are a lot more visible in them, which we've discussed. For example, makeup, the difference on a night out, the kind of edginess, what they say. That's like it's every woman has the same traits, but some are more visible. And definitely, from what I've seen, those traits I've mentioned are more visible in Czech women.
Okay.
All right.
Takže já si myslím, že bychom dnešní video mohli ukončit. Bude asi hodně dlouhé a doufám, že jste si to užili. Někteří z vás si mysleli, že Paul mě tady bude vychvalovat nebo bude prostě vychvalovat Češky, protože já jsem Češka, tak to určitě není. A on si to opravdu jako rozmyslel a připravoval se tady na to. I said that some people expected you to just praise Czech girls because I'm Czech, but I said no, that's not the case.
No,
And you got, you know, down to the point that you are honest, like you are speaking.
I'm trying to be honest, like,
yeah.
you know.
Takže určitě to není tak,
if most of it's good, then it's just me being honest. Like,
yeah.
It's just different.
Určitě to není tak, že by prostě
okay, well, we have our arguments.
nás vychvaloval a talking. Že by nás vychvaloval. Že by nás vychvaloval a Irky prostě by úplně odepsal, tak to není. Prostě jsou věci, které jsou lepší tady na Irkách, nebo prostě jsou.
Look, what do you think? You just ask them, like, ask them what they
well,
think.
they want to hear it from you. Obviously,
yeah,
Czech women are most interested about this topic.
Okay.
I'd say.
So ask.
And they didn't live with Irish women, so yeah, they can't say.
But some of the traits I say, they might say, that's definitely not me, like, you know, or they might say, yeah, absolutely. Like, I don't know, you know, what do you think? Look, that's my opinion. I could be in for a shock when we move over. Did I miss something? What do I need to know?
A tím bychom to asi zakončili.
That's really what I need to know, yeah? Tell me. What did I miss?
Takže mějte se moc hezky, já doufám, že jste si video užili, pokud jo, nezapomeňte nám dát like, palec nahoru. Taky nás můžete začít sledovat jinde, a to nejenom na YouTube, ale taky na Instagramu a na Facebooku. Odkazy jsou dole v popisku pod videem nebo v informacích tohoto kanálu. Nezapomeňte sledovat tady naši komunitu na YouTube, protože se tam přidávají ankety, fotky a tak dále. No a my se na vás těšíme u příštího videa, kterým bude normální vlog, jak jste na to zvyklí, každé pondělí, středu, pátek v 7 hodin večer tady na našem YouTube kanále. Mějte se moc hezky, uvidíme se spolu zase příště a
ahoj.
Ahoj.
Let me know what I'm missing.